Hey everyone, I'm Ben,
I'm Rom.
and welcome back to the One Piece versus 4K podcast, where we compare the One Piece 4Kids anime to the Funimation dub, sub, and throw in comparisons to the manga. We're back today for episode 16 on my end. I think, like last time, by the time we get to the end of this, we'll figure out what episodes we're covering of the Funimation dub. But before we get into this, let's just talk about what's been going on with One Piece and what's been going on with our lives.
I guess I'll start. In regards to the current One Piece, we had a new chapter. Again, like another week of back-to-back chapters. So we had a new chapter this week. It was really good. It was very action-packed, and I mean, it was a really good chapter. And then they ended it on like a really sick mark. It was one of the things that we were. It was something that was kind of mentioned at back a couple of years ago. Actually, not even. Yeah, I think it was maybe like 1 or 2 years ago. And about this one special attack that this one tribe can do, and like it was kind of hinted at. They kind of mentioned the full moon, and then they showed his face, not like what he looks like with just his face smiling, and then that was the last panel. And the next chapter is gonna come out in 2 weeks. So the next chapter is 2 weeks from now. They're on a buy, which is something that they need to do during this time period. So I mean, it's something that I think we're all kind of like, all right, it is what it is. But yeah, this was a really good chapter. Really enjoyed this chapter. What was unique was this chapter was released on a Monday because the Sunday was apparently some holiday. I'm not really sure what the holiday is in Japan, but some holiday where like I don't know, it just wasn't released um, on Sunday, so it was released on Monday. And it's kind of this. It was this weird thing where like I already knew it was gonna get released on a Monday instead, but I completely forgot. And the thing is, like Saturday nights, I would like, I would be doing like I don't know, playing games or like surfing the web or like watching videos, late into the night, and I would usually sleep around like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I would wake up around like 12 or 1, and I would wake up and then I would open up the Shonen Jump app and I would read the chapter. And even though I knew this, and then I completely forgot about it on Friday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So when I woke up on Sunday, I was just like, I open it up, and then it's like, oh, new chapter will be released in 24 hours, and I'm just like, oh yeah,
Oh, I thought you were going crazy and couldn't remember what day it was.
yeah. No, it was just it was at that moment I was just like, so I was just like, all right. So like I had to read it this morning, and like this morning, not this morning, but this afternoon. But like the schedule is back to normal starting the following week. The next chapter is gonna be on a Sunday again. So it was just a special circumstance, which happens from time to time, for whatever national holiday that comes on a Sunday. Um, but yeah, it was a really good chapter. The episode was also really good. We really hit like one of the big key points in this arc. Not to put out too many spoilers, but like the way this current arc that we're in is structured is that it's split into five. And I might have mentioned this in one of the other episodes. I can't remember, but it's split into like five. I think some of the other One Piece like content creators, they say that it's split into like five parts or five different acts. And the first act concluded when Luffy got into this huge fight. And we're currently in the second act in the anime. The manga is still in the third act, and they said that this arc is like in 5 acts, so we still have 2 more acts to go. But yeah, we're currently in the second act, and we got introduced to this one form of fighting that like we've been looking forward to. In like it's already happened in the manga, But it was something that we were looking forward to in the anime, and they introduced it in the anime this week, so it was really good. Yeah, I mean the anime was really good this week. A scene that a lot of people were, I guess, like anticipating, manga readers were anticipating, came on in the anime, and obviously that one introduction of that one technique was also introduced in this episode. So the anime is it's going well. It's a really good episode. So yeah, it's really good on that. And what about you? How's the week been going for you?
So for me, yeah, I had the week off. Today's my first day back at work. But I think last time I told you I had beaten a game. I started playing another game. This is probably the only person talking about this on any podcast across the United States of America. I started playing some other game called a PSP game based on the Miami Vice movie that came out maybe 15 years ago. I don't know. I don't know
You
when that
might be
was.
the only person in the entire podcasting universe who's talking about this game.
Exactly. I started playing it because someone on some Facebook group I am a part of said it was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And like a bunch of the magazines and like sites back in the day gave it a pretty good review. I started playing it. People were saying it was like one of my favorite games, Resident Evil 4. So I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be fun. I got maybe like 6 levels in and then just stopped playing it. It's a terrible game. Um, I got so annoyed. The game's just like super janky and glitchy and I don't know. It's not fun at all. Like it's really annoying because like all the bad guys in the game are like bullet sponges and like they only seem to take damage if you shoot them in the head. Like you can like shoot someone in the chest like 7 times and they won't even be dead. Um and the aiming is like so hard, so it's like also really hard to hit them in the head. Um, so yeah, I just got really freaking annoyed and I finally was like, okay, I'm done with this game. It's annoying me too much and I don't think I'm ever going to go back to it.
Okay.
So I wasted like a day playing that and then I started playing some more Pokemon Shield. And then I was working on editing. I ended up editing 2 of the podcasts for my other podcast that I'm working on with my friend. That took a long time to do that because I guess since we're doing this over Discord and he is in another country, there's like a lot of lag and stuff, and there's a lot more back and forth talking than on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a lot of areas that are just like dead air, so it takes a while to edit.
Okay.
So I did that, and then I think for like the past 2 days before the weekend was over, I started playing this new game called Fall Guys. Have you heard of it?
I think I did. It's is it that game that's like it's kind of like it's the top game that people are watching on Twitch.
Yeah. Do you have PlayStation Plus still?
Yeah, actually, I actually downloaded it. I downloaded it like I think Friday night or something.
Yeah, we should try to play it maybe sometime tomorrow night or something, or definitely this weekend. It is really fun. I played it 2 nights in a row. Uh, I guess the best way I can describe it is a battle royale, but it's like you do a bunch of obstacle courses. So like it kind of feels like you're playing a bunch of Mario Party mini games,
Yeah,
and it's just randomized.
from what I saw, it looks really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down. Like I'm trying to. I think. Do you think I would be able to play it with a keyboard and mouse on my PS4?
You do not need a keyboard or mouse for this game. It's like totally a controller game.
Okay, like the reason I ask is because obviously like my controller, one of the knobs is like like one of the toggles is like it's a little broken. I'm not really sure how it's gonna affect me in this.
Oh
Like
my god, just get a new controller.
I am gonna order a new controller. Like especially like so. What I was originally planning was that when the PS5 gets released at the end of the year, I was planning on buying the PS5. So I figured why buy a new controller when I'm just gonna get the PS5 at the end of the year. But then I think my brother-in-law, he kind of talked about like waiting a year or two for like the PS5 with VR or something, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So because we're gonna wait for that, I'm just like, well, I might as well like buy a controller because it's like I'll be using the PS4 for a lot longer. So yeah, I am gonna buy a new controller.
How long has your controller been broken? I wish you would have told me because I always see deals and I could have let you know.
Oh, dude, I mean my controller. I think this is my third or fourth controller, man.
Oh wow, you have some bad luck. One of my controllers, that's like literally brand new. I had gotten the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of my sticks is broken on it. So yeah, I don't know, man. Some of them I feel like are just like total like lemons.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. It's possible that the controller that I use could work uh for this game because like for instance like the games that I play right now that I mainly play right now like for instance like I don't think I really had too much of an issue playing Red Dead, and I don't think I really had too much of an issue playing like FIFA or Madden. But like with the control that I'm using right now, um but like if I played some like shooter games like Fortnite
Oh,
or
this isn't a shooter game at all.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
I think you should be fine.
Yeah, like for instance, like I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and like whenever I would like play that, like and this was due to like an issue I had with like Fortnite, like way back when I was playing Fortnite, which I haven't played in like I feel like it's been like half a year since I last played it. It's been so long. It's like it's this issue where like the left controller always keeps going down. It always goes like the view always like goes all the way down. And when I tried to play Modern Warfare, same thing happened. It would just always go down. Like the view, the I don't know. I guess it's a POV. It always like
Yeah,
goes down. So
I think you just
hopefully,
need a new controller. I don't think it's gonna do that with every game.
yeah. I mean, like I'm able to play FIFA and Madden with no issues with this controller. Like I'm able to
Because
completely
that button must not be being used, right?
yeah, it's not used as much. The viewpoint is not really used as much. So if it's that situation, then like I might be able to play this game with this. But yeah, I am planning on like buying a new controller.
Yeah, I've seen some deals a couple months ago, but now apparently I don't know the state, but I just was listening to a podcast where someone was saying they needed a new controller and they couldn't find one.
Oh wow,
Like they've
I'd
all
have to
been
think.
sold out.
I'd have to think. Like I feel like I can find it on Amazon pretty easily. So
Yeah, well, hopefully. Um, but yeah, well, yeah, the game's really fun. I'm surprising how fun it is, and I'm kind of interested. Like, they're even like doing seasons in it, and I'm just like wondering, like, it would be really cool, like, if every season they like came out with a new level, because like there's like at least like 10 different levels that you just like randomly play, and it like
yeah.
people get eliminated each time, and then you go through like maybe upwards of maybe 5 levels, and by that time someone wins. So
Okay. 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 Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's fun. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was mainly my week.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 So you feeling refreshed before going into the work week?
I was not looking forward to work today, but it wasn't that bad today. So yeah,
Okay.
we'll see about tomorrow.
Okay. I know, man. It's just a weirder time right now. It's just like days go by and like you just lose track of the days. Like it's insane. Like it's crazy that it's already. I think we already talked about how, last week how it's already like August and stuff, and like yeah,
Yeah, crazy.
yeah. So hopefully next June comes up pretty quick, and hopefully there's like a vaccine for everything, and like hopefully things get back to somewhat normal. But we'll see. We'll see
Yeah,
what
hopefully this podcast is canceled by next June because we can go outside and do whatever the hell we want. No, I'm just kidding.
happens. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully this podcast is on hiatus by next June.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Like, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, we'll be able to like, maybe like we'll finally get to a position where we'll actually be able to record in the same room.
Yeah, that would be nice sometime.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So do you have anything else you wanted to say about this weekend?
This weekend, too much. I mean, I had like, not really too much. I mean, like, it's just, you know, it's been like a pretty calm kind of weekend. Things have just been like flying through. Yeah, I mean, like the One Piece world, like, um, it's not really like something that's new. It's like a 1 year marker of like something Ichiro Oda said. Like, so Ichiro Oda is obviously the main creator of One Piece and the whole One Piece world and everything. Obviously he has like editors and everything. So 1 year ago this year, and like so for a long time Oda would like come out and say One Piece is going to continue on for 10 more years and 10 more years. That would be like an annual statement because people would constantly ask him that. And the thing was, last year, and it's exactly 1 year from now, he said like One Piece is going to end in 5 years, and then that kind of shook everyone.
Oh, so it's been 1 year since he said that. So 4 more years.
4 more years. But like the thing was that like everybody kind of pointed to how like Otis like year predictions are usually a bit off. Like, you know, he'll say 10 more years, but then at the end of the 10 years it's actually more than that, because like there's still so much story. So no one really takes like the whole 5 years to a T. Like, people are like, well, like, you know, he'll say it's 5 more years, but in reality it's probably more like, you know, closer to 7 or 8 or maybe even 10. So it was kind of 1 year later. What really alarmed a lot more people was when the editor um it came and said that with the pace he was going at the time, um he was thinking that, oh yeah, if he's like speeding at this current pace, we will probably finish in 5 years or something. But so that even like got a lot more fans like alarmed. But he mentioned how like Oda was really speeding through at the time. But some of the readers said that that like he's actually kind of like calmed down a little more in this act. Apparently act 2 was going too fast for them. So this act, I guess he's back at that pace. It's also, I mean, I think part of the reason he also sped through that act, or whatever he felt like he needed to like speed up, it might be because like there's just so much that needs to be covered before the end of the series. It's like, you know, he's been doing this for like 22 years, I think about 22 years.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he's been doing this for a while. So it's like, maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he wants to, once he finishes, because like he even has plans on what he wants to do after he finishes. Like, there's several things that were kind of referenced, like, you know, past events that were kind of referenced, and he says he may want to like actually draw out those events or something like that. So
Gotcha.
like, and these are just like rumors that like it might be possible he said it in some certain interviews. So it's like, apparently he has some stuff in the books. But yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I guess we'll get into this episode here.
Yep.
My episode title was The Cat's Ninth Life.
Mm.
So yeah. Uh that's a weird episode name. I don't know. Yeah. Weird episode name. I guess it does kind of describe what may happen, but we'll see. So the episode starts out with Captain Kuro attempting to land an attack on Luffy as he dodges.
Mhm.
Luffy then asks Kuro why he's wasting his energy. Kuro claims that his cat out of the bag attack has already started as he attempts to hit him again. Luffy uses his gummy arms and legs to grab a hold of him and tells him that his 3-year plan is a bust. Next, it cuts to the Veggie Kids helping. Like, they're all like holding the shovel, and they
Mhm.
run and launch it into Django's butt.
Okay. So same thing happens in like this. So far, yeah, 1-to-1.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we see the violence of the shovel hitting his butt. We don't see any blood though.
No blood on this part too.
Okay. Then Django turns around and tries to attack them, but they dodge it. Uh, all of a sudden, Zolo chops down a tree and heads for Django as Usopp steadies his slingshot while thanking Zolo for moving the branch that was in his way. Um, Next scene, we see Kuro's crew telling Luffy, "Great job," as Luffy extends his head to warn the crew that he's coming for them next. Um, Then we see it cuts back to Usopp landing his attack that he had previously, is steadying his slingshot for. So he lands what he calls exploding star attack.
Mm-hmm.
And we see it hit Django's head with an explosion, and we then see Django's glasses fly into the air and shatter.
Mm. Yeah, pretty much the same thing happens where Usopp he shoots his shot at Django and he hits his head, blows up. I think similar kind of attack, some exploding shooting star attack, and it hits his face, and Django falls back, and you see his glasses fly through the air, and it breaks. That kind of indicates that the fight is won.
Got you. I thought in your version it was called something different. His attack.
Uh,
I think in yours, well, at least it says on this One Piece wiki that it's called the Eye Catcher.
the eye catcher.
Yeah,
I don't think
it
he
says
ever.
this is the first episode to use Usopp's Eye Catcher.
I'd have to check back on the episode, but I don't think I've ever heard Usopp ever use eye catcher as an attack. It may be true, but I'll have to go check it. I don't think I've heard that, but I'll have to check it. Maybe it's something I missed.
Oh wait, this is something different. Never mind. I thought that's what his move was named, but apparently it says Eye Catcher is a scene or illustration used to begin and end a commercial break. I got it. All right, never mind.
Never mind. All right.
Never mind then. Yeah. All right. So I guess that might be called the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we see that happen. His glasses shatter. We don't see Django though. We just see his glasses. Is that the same case with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much his glass falls out, and then the glasses explode. Break, explode, whatever.
Yeah. So then it cuts back to Luffy with his head extended as Kuro is talking crap, and all of a sudden Luffy performs some sort of gum gum attack. He calls it out, but the way his voice, I don't know, the way the audio is and the attack sound or whatever, I can't even understand what he's saying. He's calling some kind of gum gum attack. And then his head flies back, bringing Kuro to the ground face first. Did he call it anything in particular in yours?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess in this one too, it's a bit hard to hear, but I think you can sort of hear him yell "bell," like "gum gum bell,"
Okay,
as he brings his head and headbutts him.
got it. So yeah, as this whole thing's happening, as he's as it's coming face, head first towards Kuro's head, we kind of see Kuro's life flash before his eyes. The other pirates then can't believe it and claim that he's beaten Captain Kuro, and they ask, who are you? Luffy says his name and that he will be king of the pirates and retrieve the One Piece. Luffy then tosses Kuro to the other pirates and says he goes with you and don't come back. I guess the pirates are scared and kind of scatter. Nami then shows up with some treasure and tells him that she's proud of him. Luffy says he's upset because the pirates have no loyalty, as Nami explains that most pirates are like them and not like Luffy. Then Luffy asks for some meat as Nami hits him in the head with his hat.
Yep, same thing happens. Basically, yeah. He says "gum gum bell" and headbutts Kuro, and then that basically defeats Kuro, and Luffy basically throws he basically, they ask him like who he is, and he says Luffy, and Luffy goes ahead and throws Kiro to them and tells them like leave and never come back. And
Yeah.
Nami basically said you did good today, and Luffy talks about how kind of same thing. He hates like how they aren't loyal to the crew and stuff, and Nami kind of says, well, they're more they're more standard pirates than you are, and he asks about meat, and Nami does that, but yeah.
Yeah, so I guess another thing I noticed, I didn't really write it down here, but when he does attack Kuro, and he falls on the ground face first, we do see that his eyes go white. So
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we see. Yeah. So then next it cuts back to Usopp telling Kaya and the Veggie Kids to keep everything that happened secret. So this is the part that like really confused me because you just see his glasses like in the scene previously. You just see Django's glasses like fly off, like, and then all of a sudden he's like talking about keep it a secret. So like, yeah, I guess Django's dead, but it doesn't really show him.
So actually, he's not dead. And the reason, and I don't really think this is much of a spoiler when I say this, because someone did actually ask Oda about this, about why he doesn't kill off people in his like in his story in both the manga and the anime. And what he basically said is that whenever these guys lose to Luffy, apparently like it's either they lose their will to like fight or to like kind of do bad things or whatever. It's kind of this I forget what the exact explanation was, but one explanation, and then again it could be one of those things that kind of like where the original quote was kind of misquoted or misguided, but apparently it's just one of those things where he doesn't see a use in kind of killing them off. He says he doesn't want to unnecessarily just kill them off. And some people, some characters, he keeps them alive because he wants to use them later and stuff. So you rarely ever see Luffy like kill someone. Like it's just you don't
Gotcha.
really see them kill someone. Like you do see like death is a key theme in One Piece, but like it's not something that Luffy does
Well,
basically.
either way, in this case, I'm talking about Usopp.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
Usopp. Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, so it's just kind of weird. Like I thought, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't really evident that that was the final blow. Actually, in either of these cases, and I guess just because there's no blood or anything seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, he tells it. Usopp is telling Kaya and the Veggie Kids to keep everything a secret. Kaya doesn't agree, but the Veggie Kids do, and then she ends up telling Usopp that she'll do the same. And then it cuts to a next scene where we see Usopp thanking them for everything, thanking the crew, like he's with Luffy and Nami and Zolo. And Nami just says, "Who cares? At least they all got the treasure." Uh, Usopp then says the fight has made him make an important decision. We then see the Veggie Kids and Usopp talking as Usopp thanks them for all their hard work. He says he needs a change and he will go out to sea and make a name for himself on his own and become a real pirate. He says meeting Luffy's crew helped him realize it and that the Jolly Roger is telling him to be a real pirate. The Veggie Kids say he can't mean it and it must be a lie, and that what will become of them. Usopp reminds them that once they met on that same hill, and he will never forget the time. We then see a flashback of the Veggie Kids and meeting a younger Usopp as the kids are seen making fun of him for being known as a liar. He then asked them to become a part of his crew, and we see like a bunch of like a montage of them and their earlier adventures. The veggie kids then say, cut the memories and tell him he's heartless and that they hate him. And then Usopp tells them that this is only the beginning and asks them, what are their dreams? Is this about the same thing that happens?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Okay, so one of the kids then says he wants to open up a restaurant. Then he says a vegetarian one, which I thought was funny. Another one says he wants to become a carpenter and build things. And then Onion says he wants to become a novelist.
Okay, well, this one part I forgot, but one of them, who I guess is the guy who wants to open a restaurant, he actually says he wants to open a pub.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, so he doesn't say he wants to open a vegetarian restaurant.
No, he's not quite a hippie.
Okay. Well, I just thought it was funny because he's a veggie kid, a veggie pirate. Yeah. So yeah, then Usopp, teary-eyed, asks them to hold on to their dreams as the flag rips in the wind, and he tells them veggie pirates disbanded.
Yeah, and actually, to be quite honest, I think this is the first time I think in the entire show where a pirate crew has actually disbanded. Yeah, because like I'm trying to think back to like all the way to like Warship Island and Orange Town. And actually this is the first time like we actually see like a pirate. Well, I mean, obviously it's not like an actual pirate crew, but still like a disbanding of a crew. Like this is the first time we actually see something like that. So yeah, it's so early. But yeah. Everything's so far the same, yeah.
Okay. So next we see Luffy and crew eating at a town restaurant as Kaya shows up saying she feels fine and realizes the reason she was so sick is because of how she missed her parents and she was never physically ill. Is that what happens in yours?
Yeah. It's the same thing that happens in the Funimation dub too. She basically says, "I've been kind of." She basically said, "I've been depressed about my parents' death." And yeah, basically talks about how like she needs to like basically now she's like fine and like she's gonna start to build up again. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really weird because like from what we had heard before, it almost kind of made it seem like she's always been sick her whole life.
Yeah.
Like they never really stated that she just became sick when her parents died. At least I never remember them stating that.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, yeah, she kind of
Yeah,
said that yeah, she was only like she was just mainly sick, or I guess like quote unquote sick, but she was actually just depressed at her parents' death. So yeah.
got it. Yeah. I don't know. That to me it seems really weird. It kind of seems like they've just rewrote something.
Yeah.
She then thanks Usopp for making her realize it and that he cheered her up all along. She thanks the crew as well for their support and tells them she has a present for them. Next, we see Usopp packing up his house into a giant book bag, which he carries on his back and breaks through the side of his house and then begins to roll down the hill. I thought this scene was really funny. Probably one of the funniest scenes I think so far in the show. And actually, like in a lot of ways, like the tone of this and like every part about the scene just like seems like really weird. Like it doesn't. It's like almost too comedic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. That scene was probably one of the more comedic, funny scenes about rolling down a hill with the.
Yeah, it was really goofy.
Yeah.
All of it, then all of a sudden we see Kaya with the crew, at the docks, and she's giving them the SS Mary, a ship named after one of her caretakers. Mary's there too and is explaining how to sail it when Kaya is explaining that it's stocked with food. Luffy, of course, is very happy, and the other crew is just like, well, we're going to make sure you don't eat it all. Next thing we know, Usopp is then seen rolling down the hill. As Zolo then says, when you're on a roll, you're on a roll. And they need to stop him from damaging the ship. and luckily they both managed to do so with their feet to his face just in the nick of time.
Yeah. So one few things. So the ship name is the SS Mary.
Yes.
Okay. Also in the regular it's actually called the Going Mary.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
guess this is like a super Americanized name, right? In
I
this
guess
case, calling
so.
it SS Mary.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like American ships that are specifically SS this or SS that or something like that, and maybe it's like olden times they, like named ships like so elegantly and not put like some sort of SS on there. So like this ship is the Going Mary. There's like another ship that's like the Yanta Maria or something, kind of like the Santa Maria or whatever.
Got it.
So like they're like really like well named kind of ships. Like there's like the Oro Jackson and stuff like that. Um, I'll say what if I remember to say what the Oro Jackson is. I'll say it at the when it's the right time.
Got it. So then Usopp tells Kaya that he's sure he wants to leave to go on an adventure by himself, and that when he returns, he'll have real tales to tell her. And then Usopp says they may meet up with each other on the high seas as Zolo and Luffy tell him to stop the babbling as he's now a part of their crew. Usopp cheers as he hops aboard and the ship sails off. The Veggie kids are then seen looking from over the cliff and talk about how they're happy he's joined a crew of real tough pirates, but everyone in town will be sad when they hear the news of Usopp leaving. One of the Veggie kids then says he has a great idea as they decide to run into town and scream that the pirates are coming, in honor of Usopp.
So basically Usopp basically has a conversation with Kaya talking about how he's going to set off to the seas, and he basically tells her to not stop him, and she's like, I'm not going to stop you. And basically like he tells Luffy, Zoro, and Nami, hopefully I'll see you guys later. And Luffy's like, what are you talking about? And then Usopp tries to explain, well, you're going out to sea, I'm going out to sea, hopefully I hope that at some point in the future we see each other. And then Zoro kind of says, stop talking all that and just get on the ship. And Luffy's like, we're friends, aren't we? And then yeah, that's basically how Usopp joins the Straw Hats, and he's like, and when Usopp kind of I don't know, it's like a creative scene. Basically, like when he jumps towards the Mary, he talks about how he's finally going to be a pirate captain and stuff, and then Luffy's like, "You're not going to be a pirate captain. I'm the pirate captain," and yeah, and then they kind of sail off. And then the veggies, they're just like, well, we gotta, basically try to honor or remember our captain in some way. So then they decide, all right, they're going to go yell into the town about how the pirates are here. Pirates are here, similar to what Usopp did.
Yep, so pretty much identical.
Yep.
Then Kaya asks, then it cuts back to Kaya, and she's asking Mary if not telling the truth is the same as a lie because she misses Usopp. Then Mary begins to tell her a story he heard of Usopp when he was a young foreman, not long after his father went out to sea and when his mother passed away. He said that Usopp kept running out to say the pirates are coming to cheer up his mom and give her hope that his father was coming back. And he said that he heard about this great medicine that would cure his mom. His mom then says, he's fibbing to give her hope and that someday he will be as brave as his father. Then Mary says he doesn't know why he always told that lie, but he continued to tell it ever since she passed away, hoping his father would eventually show up. But everyone knew it was as much as a dream as it was a lie. Then Mary tells Kaya it's time to take care of herself because it's what Usopp would want. And we see then in the final scene, we see Usopp and Luffy's crew cheering aboard the ship. And they're drinking out of like barrel glasses. And you don't really see what they're drinking other than it is green.
Okay. Okay. Okay, continue.
That's it.
Oh, that's where the scene ends. Okay.
Yep.
Does Kaya say what she's gonna do?
No, I didn't really catch her saying anything about what she's gonna do.
Okay, well, so this was kind of caught at the tail end of the episode, as like the scene was kind of like fading out. She kind of mentions this. So, yeah, kind of like in mine, basically, the dialogue is a bit different. Um, Kaya is speaking with Mary, and she kind of tells Mary it hurts to lie, and then yeah, Mary kind of deduces that she actually wanted to stop Usopp from leaving, but she couldn't, so she obviously lied to Usopp. And then Mary tells her the story about Usopp as a little kid. His mom, he rushes into his house, and like doctors are looking at his mom, who's all sick. And yeah, then he does this whole thing where he runs saying that the pirates are here, or pirates are coming, one of those yells. And his mom says, "You're just lying." He's like, yeah, um his dad is almost here, and like he has the special medicine, so similar to what you were saying. And yeah, even after her death, he still kind of did this, and Mary kind of mentioned that maybe he has like a small hope in that one day his father would return or something like that. And yeah, and then that's he basically says he saw, like, he lost both of his parents. Well, not well, lost, quote unquote lost, because obviously his dad left when he was younger and his mom passed away. um but obviously his dad is still alive. At least we know so far that he's still alive.
Yeah.
um and and so because of that, yeah, because he doesn't have both of his parents, he saw that Kai doesn't have both of her parents, so he just wanted to kind of like cheer her up or something like that. So Mary kind of talks about that, and then yeah, we cut back to the crew where they're all celebrating Usopp joining the crew. They also have like these barrel mugs, and it has an orange drink, which is like obviously alcohol. I guess it's to replicate beer, I guess. But yeah, it's like an orange drink, and they celebrate it, and they're like, "Hey, he finally joined the crew and stuff." And then as the scene kind of fades, you see Mary just say, not Mary, sorry, Kaya say, "Oh, I'm going to become a doctor."
Mm,
And Mary's like, "Well, that's splendid," and that's how the scene ends.
gotcha. Yeah, I didn't see that in mine. Don't know why they would cut that out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, this concludes this arc. This arc that's been going on for like many episodes.
Awesome. And what was your episode title?
So the episode title for me, it was only one episode. It was episode 17. The title was Anger Explosion, Kuro versus Luffy, How It Ends.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah. When I first started watching this episode, I thought just the battle ended like so quickly for both of them. I thought that they had cut out like a bunch of filler and stuff, and I thought this was gonna like be 2 episodes. But yeah, it turns out they just wanted to wrap this arc up in 1 episode. I mean,
Yeah,
they did drag a lot of fighting out in I guess like the last few episodes. But yeah, they just kind of ended this like right away and left a lot of time for I guess closure for the rest of the episode.
yeah. It was a really good episode. Had a lot of content on it, and
Yeah,
it was just
I
like a nice little packed, closed thing. So yeah, it was
I
pretty good.
think this is probably my favorite episode yet. I would have to say.
Yeah. The big thing about this is that they finally got like an actual like pirate ship
Hmm.
that they can actually sail, and not like little dinky ships.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we will be next back. We will be next. Yeah, we will be back next week for the next episode. Episode 17 from my end. I guess.
It's probably be
Whatever.
another one episode thing. Episode
Yeah.
18. Yep.
Yep. We will see what happens then. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll be back next week.
Cool.